Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. So starting off this week, we are having snack night. If you've been here for a while, you know this is one of our favorite things to do, especially on a Saturday or a Sunday. I'm just making some meatballs in the crock pot. I just get traditional meatballs. I add a jar of chili sauce and then a jar of grape jelly. I usually don't get the squeezed jelly, but that was all our Walmart had. So I just put those in the crock pot and stir that around, and then I put that on. I'm going to put mine actually on high, but that's just because we wanted them a little bit sooner. But if you're just making this like an all day thing, you could definitely put them on low and they will be fine by dinner time. If you guys have not picked these up from Walmart in the freezer section yet, you are totally missing out. These are just wings, and I am going to bake mine in the oven. These have such an amazing flavor to them by themselves. Now we are going to sauce ours with buffalo sauce, because if you've been here a while, you already know. But I'm just getting these ready to be put into the oven. And then now I'm preparing some spinach dip. I'm going to leave the recipe for you guys down below in the description box. But basically it's cream cheese, sour cream, mayonnaise, onion powder, garlic powder, some spinach, and some cheese. But I'll leave all the details down below in the description box. So that is what I'm doing here, just getting this all prepared. I did want to let you guys know I do have a grocery haul over on my Instagram. It's just lovemissyxoxo. If the link doesn't work in my description box, all you have to do is go to Instagram and type in the search bar lovemissyxoxo, and I should pop up. If I'm not, I have absolutely no clue why. So anyways, I did want to let you guys know that it was just a smaller grocery haul this week. And yeah, so that's over there. And then of course you're seeing my What's for Dinner here. So when the wings are halfway through, I do like to flip them, which you will see in just a moment. But halfway through the wings being done, I put in my spinach dip. So whatever the directions say on the back of the wings, that's, halfway through. I like to flip them over. I've just found out it just gets them crispier on each edge, or on both sides. So that's what I like to do. That's just a little tip for you guys if you are going to be cooking these. These things were slippery and I could not pick them up, and I could not find our tongs. So I was just using a fork and trying to flip them over, but I got the job done. So then I'll put these back into the oven and put my spinach dip in as well. And then when the wings are done, I am going to sauce them with some mild buffalo sauce just by Great Value. This is our absolute favorite wing sauce. It's so good. So this is what dinner looked like this night. This is the spinach dip, wings, meatballs, and some chips to go on the side. And yeah, like I said, it's just really easy. Something very simple you can kind of put in the crock pot or make throughout the day, and you guys can kind of snack. It's really good for football season. So on the next night, we are just having some sloppy joes. This is pretty much self-explanatory. When I do brown my meat, I do like to add some onion and garlic powder in there. And then I'm just going to brown up my meat, and we're just going to be using manwich tonight. I'm not making anything homemade. I'm seriously so tired when I get home from work. I just want something very, very simple. And do not feel ashamed if this is what you're making for dinner, okay? There's no shame in your game. As long as you're getting dinner on the table, you guys, you are doing something, especially if you are a hard-working mama or dad. I totally get it. I understand, and it's okay. Do not let anybody shame you. Do not watch other people's videos and feel bad that you're not making these gourmet meals, because that is not what us busy mamas are over here doing. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that and give you some words of encouragement. So of course I loaded my ketchup with a ton of pepper. If you're not doing that yet, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but it's so good. And of course we add shredded cheese on top of ours. So good. And I made some French fries to go on the side. This next recipe was something new for me that I wanted to give a try. I kind of saw this on TikTok, but I kind of just made it my own too. So here I'm just heating up some refried beans with some sour cream. If you don't do that, it's a game changer. Now I have some white corn tortillas, and I'm just taking my pizza cutter and I'm cutting these in half, because that is such an awesome, easy trick to use your pizza cutter for. Your pizza cutter doesn't just cut pizza in the kitchen. There's so many things that thing can do. So anyways, I just cut those in half. I'm cooking up my beans and sour cream. I'm going to brown up some hamburger meat, and I will add taco seasoning to that. And then in this other pan right here, I've just got some oil heating up, and that's what we're doing right now.
Low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up, we finna go deep. Riding on a team, got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I hit the town, you should ride on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me.
So once your oil is nice and hot, you are just going to toss in, I have found in my pan, you could do a bigger pan, but in my pan, just 3 fit, and it takes no time. As you can see right there on that paper towel, I burnt my first 3. So make sure your oil is not super, super hot, and don't burn them, because these cook very, very quickly. I'm going to throw them on this paper towel just to drain some of that grease off, and then I'm going to add them to the baking sheet.
Body turn your nigga to a fanny up, fanny up. I made it where I'm at on my own. Had a couple blocks in the road, but I get to the bag on the low. I be counting stacks while they grow, yeah, you know me. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get...
So now I'm going to be adding the refried beans to these. So what the idea of this is to be individual nachos. Absolutely, these were hands down so good, so much less messy, and then it's like you get toppings on every single one of your chips. So this was such a great idea. This is good for kids too. It's a lot less messy than a bunch of nachos everywhere. This just turned out so good, and I loved the way, like I said, every chip had something on it. So I do add my refried beans first, and then I will use the taco meat to go on top of that. And then of course I'll put shredded cheese, and then once the shredded cheese is on there, on a couple of them I add jalapenos, just because not everybody likes jalapenos in our house. And then I'll pop them into the oven just for the cheese to get nice and melted. So this is what they looked like when they were all done. I just topped mine with some salsa and then some guacamole in the middle just to dip them in. Like I said, you guys have to try this. If you don't cook anything else from this video, make sure you make these. They are so good. So on the last night, we were just having sub sandwiches. I pick up this sub bread from Walmart. It's $1 a loaf and it's so good, especially with sandwiches. I like mayonnaise and mustard. Let me know down below which you prefer, but I like both. I also love me some pepper jack cheese, and then I'm going to add some shredded deli turkey, mesquite turkey breast. It's my favorite. It's our whole family's favorite. And then I do add some spicy pickles on top. And then we're just going to have some sun chips on the side. And then also I picked up these baked beans, which if you saw my Instagram grocery haul, you will know that these are amazing. They're baked beans with brisket in them, and I'm telling you, they are to die for. So make sure you grab them up. Right now I have 2 sandwiches on my plate. I just want you guys to know I took one of those halves and put it in the refrigerator because that was just too much. But anyways, that's it for today's What's for Dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new, hello and welcome. If you're an oldie but a goodie, I love you so much and thank you so much for always supporting me. I love you guys. Have a fabulous, fabulous week.